Fire stands among humanity's most transformative discoveries. From warmth and light, it became a catalyst that turned survival into possibility. Imagine the awe of those first encounters, light piercing the dark. Then, the moment of mastery, control replacing chance. Fire bridged nature and human ingenuity. As companion, it reshaped daily life, warmth, gathering, safety. Around its glow, ideas, stories, and communities grew. Fire became a symbol of power, creativity, and transformation. From hearth to city, its reach expanded through time. This is the story of that spark. Once tamed, fire unlocked possibility, not just survival, but invention. It lit paths forward, physical and cultural. To understand how profound this was, we look to the evidence left behind. Traces of ancient hearths tell the first chapters of this story. The timeline stretches deep, and the evidence is compelling. Next, where the story of control begins. Archaeology points to deliberate fire use deep in prehistory. Sites like Wonderwork contain preserved hearths and burnt bone. Claims of fire use range from possible early traces up to well-supported evidence around 250,000 years ago. Stratigraphy and burned materials show human intent, not just natural fires. Hearths are structured: stones, ash, repeated use, signs of control. Lab analysis confirms heat exposure patterns consistent with cooking and toolmaking. Carrying embers and rekindling flames indicate planning and knowledge transfer. Controlled cooking practices appear in the archaeological record. Burnt seeds, bones, and tools trace routines around heat and flame. Each find helps reconstruct daily life long ago. Control of fire started a cascade of biological and social change. Cooked diets made food easier to digest and more calorically available. Scholars debate exact timelines, but a consensus sees fire management as pivotal. Evidence of repeated use strengthens the case for human-controlled fire. Beyond the lab, fire had immediate survival benefits. We explore those benefits now. Fire made harsh places livable, extending the range of human habitation. It turned freezing nights into survivable ones. Flame acted as a deterrent, keeping predators at bay. The fire was both warmth and defense. When night fell, work continued. Toolmaking, mending, teaching. Stories and cultural transmission carried on through longer evenings. Most revolutionary, cooking. Cooked food unlocks more nutrients and energy. Softer diets changed our physiology. Smaller jaws, greater energy for brain growth. Those calories helped fuel larger, more complex brains. Fire also improved hygiene and reduced disease vectors by boiling water and cooking food. Smoke became a simple but effective tool. Longer evenings fostered social bonds and planning. Knowledge could be passed on more reliably. Warmth, protection, nutrition, hygiene. Fire became indispensable. These changes allowed humanity to thrive in diverse environments. Fire didn't just keep us alive, it shaped how we lived and believed. Next, the cultural transformations. Communities gathered around fire. It became the heart of social life. Stories, knowledge, and culture were passed in its glow. Heat transformed materials. Wood grew stronger. Clay turned to pottery, preserving food and culture. Mastery of fire led to metallurgy. Stronger tools, new possibilities. Tools reshaped labor, trade, and warfare. Flame took on spiritual meaning, ceremony, rites, and renewal. Across cultures, fire symbolized transformation and life cycles. Fire enabled new arts, glass, glazes, ceramics, expressions of culture. Objects carried story and identity. These new goods fed trade networks and social complexity. Heat-made materials shaped economies and connections. Even today, fire anchors festivals and communal memory. Its presence links past and present. From shaping tools to shaping meaning, fire powered cultural evolution. Next, how that power became industry. Fire's energy scaled up. Steam engines converted heat into motion. Trains, factories, and the Industrial Revolution followed. Production scaled by heat. Economies reorganized. Labor, skill, and technology evolved around controlled fire. Fire led to centralized energy, coal-fired plants generating electricity. Light and motion reached billions through thermal power. That power brought consequences. Environmental impact drove innovation. Today, we adapt the lessons of fire for cleaner energy. From forge to microchip, heat-driven processes remain foundational. Advanced materials and manufacturing still rely on controlled heat. 3 core impacts: energy, moving people and goods; materials, stronger tools and infrastructure; community, shared culture and knowledge. These threads weave through human progress. From campfire to rocket, the same impulse: harness energy to go further. Ambition and curiosity drive each leap. Modern life depends on energy, much of it derived from heat. At a human scale, fire still feeds families and fellowship. We now explore new heat sources: fusion, concentrated solar, and beyond. The same elemental spark, reimagined for cleaner power. The arc from primitive hearths to global energy grids is one continuous story, and at its heart remains that same elemental fire. Fire's legacy is more than technology. It is a mirror of human ambition and adaptation. It brought people together, changed bodies and minds, and seeded civilization. That moment sparked everything that followed. Like language, fire unified us, enabling communication, cooperation, and progress. Its influence endures in every tool, every hearth, and every discovery. As we innovate, the spark remains central, now guided by responsibility and science. From single flame to city lights, fire is our companion and our challenge. Sources: archaeological literature and public domain research. Links in description. If you enjoyed this journey, subscribe for more stories from our past. The spark that changed humanity still lights our way forward.